Hello everyone and welcome back to the second gameplay video of Buc'neer Bunnies. The game board's set up and my wife is going to start dealing, throwing them at me like ninja stars. And I guess in this gameplay I will be the one to go first. So let's take a look at my hand. My hand has 2 parlays in it and a mutiny, which is that's a pretty good hand. It's kind of hard to lose with 2 parlays and a mutiny. I'm the type of player that usually saves them until later in the game, though, just in case I get in trouble or I set up a strategy for them. But having those 3 in my hand means that the other 3 aren't necessarily crew cards. I have 2 captains, which cripples me even more. Yes, I can play a captain right off the bat, but I can only play one of the 2. Because of the captain rule. So I have to look at which captain that I want to play, and I'm going to play Bunny McTurnip, of course, because then I can look at my opponent's hand, and since she has quite a few cards in her hand, I think it'll be more effective than the other captain card, which allows me to discard cards and then draw more cards. I wanted to save those parlays in the mutiny, so I definitely don't want to discard those. So I'll put Bunny McTurnip on the far side just so I can take out those 2 cannons right away, and I'm hoping that she plays a crew member on one of those 2 cannons, trying to take out my crew member so I can actually take out 3, and that's exactly what she does. So now next turn I can flip that card up and I can take out 3 of those, getting 3 coins. And of course my wife is checking the weather, which she usually does. And so I'm going to throw a batten down the hatches on that cannon just to make sure that that cannon doesn't get destroyed. It adds a little bit of protection. Batten down the hatches basically says that if that cannon is destroyed, it destroys batten down the hatches instead. I'm not sure if that was in the previous video or not. But I'm going to play a face down crew member and then flip up Bunny McTurnip and then attack. Taking out those 3 cards, unless that face down card is a quartermaster and has a destroyed ability, which it's not. So I will take 3 coins. And then I'll end my turn. And of course I'll use Bunny McTurnip's ability, which allows me to look at her hand. So I'm just trying to see which direction those shoot, and so that I can plan for any incoming attacks. She does have a couple demoralized cards in her hand, and she does have that decoy bunny that I have to watch out for, which is a quartermaster. So after giving the cards back to her, I'm not really sure which one she's going to play face down, but I kind of have an idea on what it's going to be. So she does put sabotage on this, and I did let her take it back because I'm the nice person that I am. Because sabotage, once the cannon is destroyed, you get an extra coin for it. But if that cannon is destroyed, then it destroys batten down the hatches instead, so it would actually take 2 turns for that sabotage to actually take action. So she's going to put rabbit ears on it instead, which allows it to not attack. So at this point, I'm curious on which crew member she's going to play, but I do have a face down crew member that can bring a crew member back. My face down crew member is Bard, and allows you to bring a crew member, a non-captain crew member, from the discard pile back to your side of the ship. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do here strategically, because she does have that crew member straight across from me, so most likely my Bard is going to be destroyed next turn. So I'm just going to flip him over. I'm going to obviously use his ability. My opponent will know which card is face down, obviously, because there's only 1 crew member in the discard pile. And then I might as well attack with Bard, because my other crew member can't attack and the cannons are already destroyed, so I'll destroy the 1 cannon, and I can't destroy a crew member because there's an empty space there. So at least gives me one extra coin, and most likely my crew member will be destroyed next turn. Or she was baiting me, and maybe that is a decoy, and she wanted me to destroy her decoy and activate its ability. But I'm guessing it's an attacking crew member. So she places another face down crew member and then flips up percussion, which then returns a crew member back to my hand. So obviously, since percussion attacks straight across, she's going to attack straight across, and then she's going to return my face down crew member to my hand. Because there's really no point in returning the captain to my hand unless you wanted to get rid of the ability, because that captain can't attack as of right now. So then she's going to attack, take out my bard, and take out my cannon, and she's going to take 2 coins here. I think she's figuring out which card to play as far as a modified card, so she'll play Sabotage just on that cannon, just to make sure it's protected or to deter me from placing anything on that cannon. Now again, when Sabotage attacks with that cannon is then destroyed, and your opponent does take a coin for that. That's what the Sabotage Demoralize card does. So I drew a card and I played Runner, and at this point I didn't actually realize what was going to happen, and everybody saw that this was a shorter video. So this is one of the shorter games that we've had that I think me and my wife have ever played. But I'm going to attack with this, and I don't think I even realized it right now that I destroyed all 5 of the cannons and the other 2. I would have only had 8 coins total, but I ended up destroying all of her cannons and winning that way instead of gaining 10 coins. So that is another way to win. It probably happens maybe like 1 out of every 5 games. You'll kind of have to get the experience for yourself when you play the game. But yeah, that's one of the quicker games. And my wife, of course, takes 1 coin because Sabotage destroys it, just so she could say that she got an extra coin at the end of the game. But there's another gameplay. I hope everyone enjoyed, and thanks for watching.